Good day, Miss Van. We are the Group 1 and today we're gonna discuss the Chapter 3 Psychological and Emotional Aspect of Personality. So, I am Rosemary S. Alaga and today I'm gonna discuss about the motivation. So, what is motivation? Motivation is something that encourages a person to take action or behave in a way that helps them to achieve a specific goal. So, having motivation is always present in our everyday life. Without having motivation, it affects our interest to do things we usually do, such as our hobbies like playing sports, singing or dancing, or even in our studies like to study or to do homework or activities. So having motivation in ourselves helps us to achieve our goals, overcome obstacles like our fears, self-doubts, or even in failures. So motivation also helps us to develop a positive mindset, build confidence and self-esteem. It helps us to stay focused and committed to our tasks, which also helps us to cultivate self-discipline and healthy habits. It helps us to align with our values, passions, and goals, leading to a sense of happiness, satisfaction, and personal growth, which meaning that the motivation helps us to know what is our purpose and meaning in life, which gives us the direction and focus. There are also ways for us to feel motivated, such as rewarding ourselves after achieving a goal, by surrounding ourselves with people that makes us comfortable and helps us to acknowledge our achievements, masking kamay pa na siya or dako. And also, importante gyapon ang health, like dapat natin enough rest and sleep, niya exercise sad para ma-boost atong energy, and kana sad nakiktalk ta sa tao nga makatabang nato para ma-motivate ta through sa ilahang advice or what. In motivation, it has two kinds of motivation, the intrinsic motivation and extrinsic motivation. So intrinsic motivation is where people do something because it gives them pleasure or is important for them or aligns with their desires. So examples like pursuing a hobby like kanang painting, playing music like guitar or what, kanang learning new languages or kanang places nga na-curious sila, or kana sa sports nga wala pa nila nahibawan kay wala pa sila ka-try. Then while ang extrinsic motivation is a motivation which people are compelled to do something because of external rewards, pressures, or consequences, like kanang sa work, ma-motivate ang tao nga to work hard para maka-earn og salary or even bonus kay makasupport man ni sila through financial. Then sa studies sad kanang ang students kay ma-motivate nga maningkamot para makakuha good grades or certificates or recognition kay mao man ang nakahatag nila og sense of accomplishment, o kana sad makakuha sila open opportunities sa future. So aside sad ana kay extrinsic motivation kay na siya negative effect, such as kanang pressure sa work, kanang ma-motivate ang tao nga i-achieve ang kanang goal or task nga humanon dayon sa exact deadline kay nahadlok sila nga ma-punish or what. Now, let's move forward to the theory of motivation. So, to make it shorter to understand, the basic perspective on motivation looks something like this. We individuals have certain needs or wants, and this causes us to do such things or certain things to satisfy those needs. And these needs or wants will change in order for us to or allow us to move on to other goals. And meaning that the kani nga theory kay something like nag-refer siya sa need satisfaction theory or reward I mean behavior reward need model, kay nag-base siya sa idea on how people motivated to behave in a certain ways in order to satisfy their needs or wants. So kani nga theory kay nag-breakdown siya sa several key components, which is the needs and wants, behavior, satisfaction, and the reward.
and today I'm going to discuss the topic classifying needs. So by classifying needs, we all know that we people have different needs and wants in life, and not everyone desires the same things. So this diversity is beneficial because it allows people to trade and help each other. For example, if one person has apples and another has oranges, they can exchange to meet their individual wants. Understanding these needs is important because it helps create better workplaces, businesses, and schools. However, identifying what people truly need can be challenging also, since everyone is unique. Additionally, some needs are more essential than others. Basic needs like water, food, and safety must be met first. Once these are fulfilled, individuals can then focus on other aspects of life, such as building friendship, learning new skills, or enjoying recreational activities. This process is much like climbing a ladder. You must start with the first step before you can move up to the next. This next slide explains Maslow hierarchy of needs, which is a theory about what humans need in life. So it arranges in 5 levels. So let's break it down simply. So Maslow hierarchy of needs explains that people must satisfy certain need in a specific order. So at the base, or the first lower, it is physiological needs. So it is the basic necessities like food, water, air, and sleep. So without this, we can't focus on anything else. So once these are met, so the next step, or the second step, is the safety needs, so which involve feeling secure through things like a stable home, job security, and health protection. So after feeling safe, we seek belongingness. So belongingness or social needs are the third level of the Maslow hierarchy of needs, so which include forming friendships, building family connections, and having meaningful relationship towards other people. So next are esteem needs, so where we desire respect, confidence, and appreciation from others, so helping us feel valued and capable. So at the top, or the last level, is the self-actualization, so where individuals strive to reach their full potential by learning new things, setting and achieving goals, and contributing to the well-being of the others.
Good evening, Miss. I am Alexa Albania, and we are the Group 1. Our topic is all about motivation, and my assigned topic is all about factors that influence motivation at work. First, we have interest. A person will always give vent to whatever in his interest in life. So dapat ang usa ka tawo, usa ka empleyado is kanang interesado siya sa iyang gi-choose or gipiling na career para bitaw ma-motivate siya nga mopadayon bisan sa kalisod or sa kapoy nga iyang naagian tungod kay interesado siya nga career. So ma-motivate ra bitaw siya nga mopadayon. Then second is power and authority. Power and authority is an external factors of motivation at works that influence employees' behaviors at work. So if you are a manager at a company, you have the ability or the power to motivate your employees to work hard to achieve their goals in life, and you also have the authority or the legitimate right to motivate them to follow rules, policies, and regulations. Power and authority are the desire to control or bully sa usa ka individual or sa usa ka workers sa usa ka company. Then personal growth. Life is a continuous process of becoming, growing, and developing. So as an individual dapat kita mo grow, dili lang kita kay kung unsa taron mao ra gyud na ron. So dapat kita nga mo learn kay tungod magkadako man ta. So atong knowledge is magkadaghan pod. Dapat mo gawas ta sa atong comfort zone para maka-learn ta og mga new things, mo grow ta as an individual. Kay personal growth is an internal factors of motivation at work that drive employees to improve themselves and also advance in their career. Kung na kay personal growth, ang iyang motivational impact ana is ang mo increase ang imong job satisfaction, ma-boost imong confidence, imong self-esteem, daghan ang job opportunities nga maabot sa imuha katungod na grow ka as an individual. You if you are kanang nag-grow na as an individual, kanang you have the power to face challenges or obstacles, mga ana na kay ability nga mo face ana nila kay tungod nag-grow na ka as an individual, na kay personal growth. Then self-fulfillment means kanang you successfully achieve something in your life or accomplish something in your life, like a stable career, a family, you also kanang buy things nga kanang wala nimo na nga buy sa una imong mga gustong ipampaliton, napalit na nimo, na-achieve na nimo imong mga gustong pampaliton nga wala nimo na-achieve sa una kay tungod na fulfill na nimo ang imong goal sa imong life, na-achieve na nimo tanan. Then next is money is one of the most important factors of motivation at work. Kay once ang kumpanya nag-offer siya og kanang higher salaries, bonuses, incentives, benefits, ang usa ka employees is ganahan gyud na sila mo work hard, mo trabaho og maayo kay tungod kanang ang ilang kahago is mabayaran bitaw dako ang sweldo, dako ilang madawat bisan pagkapoy kaayo na at least dako ang ilang sweldo. Mo lang mo motivate sila nga mupadayon og trabaho kay tungod taas ang ilang sweldo. Then trust and honesty is kanang nakaysalig og honest ka sa imong kauban og maupod sila nimo kay para maka-create siya og harmony bitaw. Kay once magud ang usa ka kumpanya, kung wala mo'y trust og dili mo honest sa usag-usa, possible man gud nga maka-create na siya og chaos. Kay imagine wala mo'y salig kanang dili mo honest, di ba gubot kay siya. So dapat sa usa ka kumpanya is kanang nagyud may trust on og honest mo sa usag-usa. Then meaningfulness is kanang naabitoy purpose ang imong pagtrabaho. Kay kung wala man gud siya purpose, wala siya kanang halaga bitaw, so bali kanang useless lang imong paghago, imong pagtrabaho ug maayo, useless kay wala may purpose, di ba? So dapat kanang naay purpose, na ay meaning ang imong pagtrabaho para ma-motivate ka nga mo trabaho og maayo. Then freedom, you have the power to or the right to speak, act, and change as one without hindrance. So dapat kanang free nabitaw kay freedom. Kay kung bali example daog-daogon ka sa imong workmates, so magpadaog lang puday ka, mapapildi ka nila, di ba dili? So dapat mo stand up ka sa imong self. Kay kanang kitang tanan is kanang naay freedom, so dapat musukol ka niya, pero musukol maganin ka niya is kanang in a right way bitaw as a professional moaka sa professional, sukol kaniya in a right way kay all of us has a freedom, dili ta piniriso. So natay freedom nga mulihok sa atong mga gustong buhaton. Sa usa ka kumpanya naman may freedom, pero napon may mga rules, mga kuan nga gina-follow, pero we always have a freedom as an individual. That's all. Thank you.
Good evening everyone, good evening Miss Van. I'm here in front of you to report the emotions and feeling defined. First is the emotions. Emotion, it is a feeling that emerges from the motive or drives itself from the actions caused by the motive and from the achievements or failure of the desired goal. It means guys, ang emotion is paabot siya sa atong self guys, kasagaran kay kanang natay kabuton nga natay goal, then ma-success na to atong goal or ma-fail ta sa atong goal. If ma-success na to atong goal guys, is mao na atong emotion is happy, and og ma-fail ta sa atong goal is kanang masad ta. And naidagan types sa emotions guys, kanang fear or sad or happiness or etc. Mao na siya guys. And the next is the emotion and feeling defined. First is the feelings and the emotions are moving power of human beings, anxieties and enthusiasm, apprehension, desires, pleasantness and unpleasantness of life experience elicits the power of emotions. Positive emotions result in the effectiveness and efficiency of individuals. Negative emotions result in the effectiveness and efficiencies of individuals. It means guys, ang emotions mao ni siya ang mukalit og abot sa atong self guys, kaning emotion og feeling. Nani siya negative og positive guys ang emotions. If ma-happy ka or ma-sad ka, mao na siya guys, makatabang ko na siya sa itong pagkatao guys, kay ang positive na guys is makatabang siya guys, kay para mas magpakalig-on ta or mao na siya ang kuan. Second is the emotion are stronger than feelings. Emotion are stronger than feelings guys. I agree the emotions are stronger than feelings because ang emotions is maka-trigger na siya og kanang panandali ang decision dito guys, nang dili bitaw nimo makontrol. Then depende pa na siya guys. And then ang feelings guys, kanang naan siya kanang makabantay bitaw sa atong feeling, kanang mabantayan na to atong feeling or makontrol na to atong feeling. Mao na siya ang kuan nila guys. Then next is the emotions are instincts strong, intensive and integrated in the whole being and focus on the object of the emotions. They are internalized that they integrate body and mind. Mao ni siya guys nga ang emotion daw guys is mag-focus na sa atong pagkatao. May depende na siya og unsa atong unsaon na to pag-handle sa atong emotions o feelings. Mao na siya ang emotion nga na fear, unsa man pag-handle nimo ang fear or happiness kay ka or ganang sad ka, depende na nimo gid kung unsa maabot nga emotions nimo o unsaon nimo pag-handle. Mao na siya guys. And the next is the feelings are concerned in the external sensation of pain and pleasure through the external senses of the body. It is also a simple pleasurable or painful aspect of mental processes or bodily conditions. It is also sensation by the environment. Ang feeling guys is mao ni siya ang maabot sa atong self nga makakos siya og kasakit og kalipay. It means guys, mao ni siya maabot sa atong self nga mukos og ganang happy or sad, like the emotions. Mao na ang feeling guys. Ang emotion sad makuha rin nato ang emotion if tungod sa atong feeling. Mao na ato feeling if masakitan ta, atong emotion is sad. Depende na napud sa atong pag-handle sa atong feeling guys. Pero makontrol na siya guys, or kahibaw pud ta og unsa atong feel. Mao na ang naka-advantage sa feeling. Mao na ang nakaingon nga ang emotions are stronger than feelings. And that's it, guys. I hope that you learned a lot of my topic, guys, and that's all for today. Thank you.
Types of emotion. First is as happiness. Happiness kay mahitabo yan anak to. Kay bali ang sige taga experience na, pero ang happiness kuha na siya kining characterize of joy na siya. And then sadness is typically sa kining mga kuan kanang emotion. Then next is fear. Fear is one of very powerful emotions, because if you ikaw magkuyawan kay mo tatak din sa utok nga alerto kay kana kay na trigger na ba sa fear mo nang maalerto ka. And next is disgust. Ang disgust dahil kay makakuha na siya kining pwede na nimo siya makita sa usa ka tawo sa different sa iyang sa gunsa nga paglihok pananglitan na kay kastorya niya kining nabuan kas baba niya di gnam storya na usay makabantay ka mo ana agad ana mo na siya basic ko na petan kining mga kuan baron kining basta mga ititira mga ngana ba. And surprise, so kani we all know nga kita kabaw mo jud taon sa imong surprise kay kasagaran ana nga mga unexpected outcomes nya wala nya tingala ay ngani day mga so mo siya na surprise ka. And the lastly is anger. Kani siya kuan siya kining most powerful emotion kay dire magsugod tanan ang kuan kining sa anger kay mulagot ka na ba dayon usa mo gini siya ang powerful kay tungod sa kining ugma lagot ka mo gawas tanan nimong emotion kahuman nimo sa pag-anger kay anger ka mo sigag yaw-yaw ngana kahuman mo yaw-yaw usa pa ka maka-realize na ba diha na magawas imong sadness baron or joy kay nabuhat na nimo or anything. And that's all.
Good day everyone, my name is Anna Barber-Alman and I will be discussing about classifications of emotions and effects of emotions. First one we need to talk about is the classifications of emotions. Number 1 is personal emotions. So personal emotions is based on self. So when we talk about personal information, it talks about how do you feel about yourself. If contented ba kasi mo kagalingon, if confident ba ka, or if ba kayo self-instance mo kagalingon. So basically, it revolves around yourself. Number 2 is social emotions. So social emotions, the strong feelings people have been because they are part of the society they move in. So kaning social emotions mo grow na ni siya, ma-arise na ni siya if asa ka nga community na belong. For example, from friends or family, or for even kanang community or society nga may gipuyan or asa ka gikan nasa ka na belong. So this kind of emotions is purely kanang social na siya and from people around you. Number 3 is intellectual emotions. Based on love for the truth, people possess intellectual emotions when they develop guiding principles and philosophies, systems of values, and high moral standards. So kanina siya emotions based on like kanang unsay mong stand. For example, unsay mong moral compass, unsay mong mga philosophies imong kinabuhi, unsay mong mga values imong ginahold, or unsay mong mga things nga imong cheat kung sa imong character. So kani siya character ni siya nimo. For example, novelty or loftiness. So muna siya an example sa intellectual emotions. And the last one is aesthetic emotions, influenced by cultural background, define a taste and outcome of one's exposure to refinements, and one's finesse that depends on his lifetime experiences, education, and training. So kani siya emotion is basically unsay mo gi-information sa imong culture or sa imong mga things nga mong gi-appreciate or things nga mong ganahan, or for example sa mga things nga find nimo kay nindot, so things nimo ganahan nimo na sa mga things nga dili na kaganahan, like for example things mo ganahan is appreciation sa kanang music, sa arts, muna siya aesthetic, basically lang nag-influence nimo sa imong culture of experiences nimo. The second part is effects of emotions. So, what is emotions? So, emotions are accomplished by granular, muscular, mental, and physical effects in human organisms. Usually, a person with intense emotions would have either reddish face, hair standing all over the body, profuse perspiration, trembling of flanks and joints, and uncontrollable tears. So, nani siya 5 kabuk kinds of effects of emotions. Namely, unpleasant emotions, pleasant emotion, strong emotions, positive emotions, and negative emotions. So, the first effects of emotions is unpleasant emotions. So, what is unpleasant emotions? Unpleasant emotions caused by excessive secretion of glands, which affects the normal functions of the body, such as digestion, respiration, excretion. They also use tenseness of the muscles, higher breathing rate, and faster heartbeat. The posture becomes unsteady. So, unpleasant emotions are like mostly affect siya sa imong body. So, mugawas na siya ng effect sa imong body. For example, paningot maayo or either paningot maayo or and also like nangurog ka previously So, kaning emotions is mostly ma-trigger ni siya and temporary din siya emotions. For example, at the moment lang yun. So, hindi siya permanent, pero temporary din siya. Like, for example, mawala na siya or ganing magkahina-hina yung ganing siya o kawala. The second one is pleasant emotions. So, pleasant emotions like love, joy, happiness, and satisfaction, and that can arouse enthusiasm are of presence, acceleration in the learning process, and may result in fulfillment of the person. So, kanya siya, guys, is opposite niya siya sa pleasant, because ang pleasant, di ba, kung kan mangulba kay pleasant kay makafeel ka o alegre, makafeel ka o happy but at the moment ni siya, so meaning temporary ni siya, same as ang pleasant, pero lahi sa lagi emotions, lahi sa lagi feel ba, like opposite sa lagi feel, pareha sa ng temporary pero opposite sa lagi feel. Number 3 is strong emotions. Can block the learning process. And the most strong emotions can retard growth and development of the mind. It can thwart the learner's acquisition knowledge. So, kaning strong emotion, whether siya if good or bad, but the point is, kaning strong emotion is ganing nasobra na yung emotion mo, hindi na ka maka-think clearly. Like, for example, nadala na ka sa kanang imong kalagot, nadala na sa imong kaguol mo na yung strong emotions mo ka nag-focus na ka ng emotion na bisang unsa nga decision kay imo na i-disregard kay laki nag-focus sa kana. For example, kanang naglagot kay nga na, so nara kay kanang naka-think na jud ka nga kanang o naglagot na jud ba na kabuhaton tanay ka naglagot ko na ba nga na thought. For example, kanang happy kay bisa in-disregard nimo ng mga warnings gani ng mga warnings nga di dapat yung buhaton, pero more gyapon gibuhat kay lagi ka nang ganahan ka, or like if that makes you happy, then go for it. Ganang thought. So, positive emotions. So, pare-parehan siya sa pleasant emotions or positive emotions, but ang kalian nila is ang positive, diba? Kaya at the moment, temporary na siya emotions. While ang positive na good, it can lead to long-term. For example, sa positive emotion is motivation, inspiration, ganing mga emotions nga that can keep you up in the long run. Masabro ka na, inspired ka na, o ganahan ako ni buhaton ni nga para sa akong kagalingon. Muna yung positive emotions or my greatest example is that if nakagipinagdaanan gani, or if you think like, oy makaya na ako ni, that's the example of the positive emotions. Kanang happy ka, kanang uplifted gani imong, kanang positive gani imong unahuna, or imong mga emotions, or positive imong thoughts about sa kanana. And the last one is negative emotions. So negative emotions shorten the span of life. So kaning negative emotion is much worse di siya sa unpleasant, because sa unpleasant kay mostly maapektaran mo na kay body and also temporary. While negative emotions kay it can affect kasi mong kinabuhi yun, it can affect your lifestyle. For example, anak ka na depression, diba? Like it can literally like ruin your life, or sa mong lifespan nimo. And also ang kalayaan nila kay ang pleasant diba kay short term or temporary, walang negative emotions kay long term siya, like kanang literally kanang unpleasant siya pero in deeper perspective. So mora siya, guys. Thank you.
So good afternoon everyone, my name is Judy Alina. I'll be discussing about major sign of mental health. So the first major sign of mental health is maintaining self-confidence. So this means trusting oneself to handle difficulties. Because if you don't trust yourself sa mga butang na imong buhaton, makakos na siya nga mo-low imong confidence. For example, a student who believes in their ability to pass an exam despite sa ilang mga challenges nga na-encounter, they show self-confidence and they trust themselves na mapass nila ilang exam, or even na mas mataas pa sa passing score. The second one is micro-adjustment. So meaning ani niya is adapting to different situations as a mental well-being. For example, moving to a new school and learning to adapt the environment is a sign of mental strength, because if you don't step sa imong comfort zone and imo is isolate imong self, is dili ka adapt sa imong environment and makakos na siya nga lack friends, imo i-isolate imong self, and mo na imong mental health is magupa and malo imong self-confidence. So the third one is controlling emotion. So meaning niya is when overwhelmed with emotions, logically thinking is affected. For example, a person who stays calm during an argument instead of reacting impulsively demonstrates emotional control. Kaya if imuhang ipakuan imuhang eager or imong kalagot, mas makakos na siya nga mas mo kuan ang argument, mas mo tako, and mag-away na mo sa imong friends or even sa masasa nga tao sa imong palibot. So the last one is positive self-concept. So meaning niya is having high self-esteem and self-respect. And an example niya is a person who acknowledges their strength and weakness must still values themselves as an example of this personal positive self-concept. And also I'll be discussing 5 steps to happiness. So the first step is laughter. So laughter gives yourself an emotional and physical lift by including laughter and play in your life on a regular basis. It's a natural way to boost your mood and well-being. And the second step is confidence. Confidence, one path to happiness is to speak kindly to yourself, especially in the presence of others. Be proud of who you are. Confidence shines when you love yourselves openly and apologetically. And the third step is tasting risk. So tasting risk is every successful person agrees the risk is essential in the pursuit of achievement. We gain energy by facing our fears and acting despite them. Fear of failure may hold us back, but a willingness to take the risk reflects our awareness of prosperity. So the fourth step is creative boost. So creativity enhances happiness. It includes productivity, analytically thinking, independent thinking, and also unconventionality. So productivity, engaging in meaningful works foster creativity. Example is a painter who practically improves their skills. And the second one is analytical thinking. So analytical thinking breaking down concepts for better understanding. For example, is a scientist conducting experiments to find solution. And the third one is independent thinking. So independent thinking is forming a personal judgment. For example, a journalist researching different sources before writing an article. And also the last one is unconventionality. Unconventionality is thinking differently. For example, a designer who introduces new fashion trend. So the last step is what can one do when they want to change but don't know how. So the first one is dare to love yourself. Of course, dare to love yourself is accepting oneself despite someone negative. For example, a person who embraces their imperfection. And also pay attention to feelings, listening to emotions for guidance. For example, feeling dissatisfied at work may signal the need for a career change. And also, nobody has all the answer. Seeking self-discovery rather than depending on others. Okay. For example, finding personal happiness instead of relying on societal expectation. And the next is try something different. Try something different is just like changing an effective habits. For example, exercising instead of stress eating. And next is consider possible outcomes. So consider possible outcomes is listing consequence of change. Example, winning the pros and cons before moving to a new country. And also self-compliment, recognizing strength before changing. For example, a person acknowledges their achievement before pursuing a new goal. And also the last one is evaluate results, analyzing the effectiveness of changes. For example, reviewing progress after adopting a healthier lifestyle. So that's all about the 5 steps to happiness.
What is emotion? So, emotions helps us to identify what we feel in every situation that we are in. So, kung wala tayo emotions, we feel empty and we don't know how to react. Maskin unsa pa na siya ka-grabe nga situation. It's either kana, example, kalipay ba na siya or like sadness ba na siya or any nga situation nga nakasurround sa atua. So, ang emotions are strong feelings of some kind accompanied by higher complex changes in the body itself, like weakness in the knees, trembling, and funny feelings. So, let me relate it sa different genres sa movie. So, example sa sad movies, maka-create tag emotions while watching sa sad movies like any sad movies maka-create tag sad emotions like example maka-feel tag kanang kaluoy sa kanang mga characters ana like kuan sad kanang makahilak pud ta sa story ana then kana sa horror movie maka-create tag emotion like fear or anxiety like while kanang ga-watch ta sa horror movie kay syempre naman dyan ay kalit mo kuan makurat-kurat so makuratan ta or makuyawan and kana sad kanang gutomon ta, kanang example na nata sa point ka gutomon ta nya kuan kanang murag something makuan gani ka kanang ma-pressure gani ka kay usahay walay mapalit, like ma-frustrate ka ba ana, like usay sad makahila ka kay wala kay mapalit nga murag something ma-frustrate ka. Then ang emotions kay ma-classified siya sa either kanang frustrations or satisfaction, and ang emotions at kay something a reaction siya sa unsa ato ang na-feel sa kanang mga atong na surrounding na situation. So ang feelings kay nagdetermine siya sa ato ang actions, while ang ato ang behavior kay nagdetermine siya sa unsa atong na-feel. Now let's move forward to the kinds of emotions. So there are two kinds of emotions, the pleasant emotion and the unpleasant emotion. So ang pleasant emotion is the positive emotions, which is kaning the love, affection, feelings, or any positive emotion na atong ma-feel or makuha sa person, situation, or unsa atong makita. While ang unpleasant emotion is opposite siya sa pleasant emotion, which is the negative emotion, like kaning fear, anxiety, or anger. Let's tackle first the pleasant emotions. Example, kaning love and affection. So, importante kayo nga natay love and affection sa tuang self, or na person na mapafeel sa tuwa og love o affection. Kay ang love is daghan kay siya matabang sa tuwa, which is dili ra kay para makafeel tag ng love na love lovable ta na, pero makatabang pod ni siya sa tuang mga kanang ma-feel appreciated ta, valued ta, o unsa pa na maka-ingon ta sa tong self nga ay deserve ko din ako ma-love ana. Then so kung ang love is gigamit siya through bad intention, ang love kay ma-result siya sa kanang hate or kalagot nga, or constant kanang jealous nga, usay-sad ma-selfish na lang ta na nga maabot sa point na na-disappoint na ta sa ilahang gipa-feel sa love, which is kanang makasakit sa tuang nga feeling.
So the next topic is about how to handle hurt. So handling hurt means recognizing your feelings and allowing yourself to heal in a healthy way. So for example, if you have a close friend and then suddenly stop talking to you without any explanations, so it's normal to feel confused, hurt, or even sad. So instead of pretending it doesn't bother you, you can take time to reflect on what happened. Maybe you can write your thoughts in a journal, or talk to someone you trust about how you feel, so that this helps release the pain instead of holding it in. So you might also remind yourself that their actions says more about them than about you, and it's okay to walk away from people who don't value your presence. By being honest with yourself and showing self-love, you begin the process of healing and becoming more stronger person.
How to handle your anger. So first, what is anger? Anger is the flash of rage you feel when a child defies you or a lover betrays you. Anger is kana bitong imong na-feel kanang galagot bitaw ka sa usa ka tawo. Kay tungod galagot kaniya is kanang kay badlungon siya, galagot kaniya kay giilog imong uyab, galagot kaniya kay kanang libakira kay siya, galagot kaniya is kanang pamaymay kay siya. So parang imong mga kalagot nga imong nabatian bitaw sa usa ka tawo, mo na kanang mong na-feel nga kalagot nila. So unsa siya pag-handle, how to handle your anger? For me, para sa ako is kanang sa akong na-observe is kanang nagdepende gyud na siya kay ang usa ka tawo mo namang tawo nga dili sila mahimutang or dili mapuyo kung dili bitaw maipagawa silang kalagot. Naay tawo nga napitaw nga ilum ra nila ilang kalagot samot kanang mga kanang tawo gyud nga kanang professional bitaw kaayo sa ilang self bitaw. Kanang dako kay sila disiplina sa ilang self is kanang makyud sila as a professional in a right way gyud nila ipagawas ang ilang kalagot sa usag ka tawo. So para sa ko is kanang nagdepende lang gyud siya, pero pwede man ta kanang maglagot sa tong usa ka tawo sana dili mo gyud nato na siya mapungan nga na maka-feel ta og kalagot niya. So i-handle nato na siya is if dapat kanang dili na pud bitaw ta kanang sobraan lang, dapat kuan lang ta kanang kuan lang na to, i-analyze na to or kuan na to kung anong ganung galagot ta ana niya, kasi purpose kanang galagot ta ana niya. Then mo take a deep breath lang ta, mo inhale, mo exhale para ma-lessen na atong kalagot, magaan-gaanan ato ang self, atong kalagot is kanang mahuwas-huwasan bitaw na mahuwas-huwasan. So ana lang yun siya kanang be a professional lang yun para ma-handle ni mo imong kalagot o dili ka makapasakit sa usan nimo ka usa ka tawo or sa imong mga co-individuals.
Good morning everyone, and good morning Miss Ban, and I'm here to report my part of can I control my anger. So can I control my anger? Sa kuan na sa uban kining ang atong emotion mo igo ra siya kanang mo gawas na grabe kayo siya mo kaitan maglagot ka na kay natikitan ka sa pulis daghan na kagayaw-yaw, wala na kakabantay sa imong gipang storya ba nga naglagot na kay ka kining grabe na kayo imong pagkaisog mo nang makabantay na lang ka madugay ba ay ingana ka, pero nagdepende na sa tao nga kuan makontrol ba nimo, nagdepende sa imong tumong kung sakto ba siya o dili, kay og tan-aw nimo dili ka sakto makontrol nimo, pero kung sakto ka murag mahog jud nga dili nimo makontrol kay ang imong naasan ho na grabe naman kayo ni trigger naman mayo ang imong kuan pagka alerto sa mga ingana nya. Kasagaran na pud na kay mas naglabi na siya sa kanang mga edad-edaran na, kay kabaw ka mga edad-edaran tungtong ng mga 50 pataas magsugod na ang ilang kakuan sa ilang ulo labad sa pagkaisog. So maora to.
So, control your temper. A temper that bursts out at the wrong time and wrong way and toward the wrong people can mean the difference between a happy life and a completely miserable one. Uncontrolled anger can destroy friends, strain relationships, and with teacher, lead to breakups, and turn home life into a constant battle. And that's often just the beginning. When anger is not understood and managed properly, it tends to build up inside. The internal pressure can seriously affect both our mental and physical health. Suppressed anger disrupts our nervous system and triggers chemical imbalances in the body. As a result, we may suffer from severe headaches, stomach problems, skin issues, fatigue, nervous breakdowns, and even depression. Learning to control your temper is not just about being polite, it's about protecting our health and your relationship and your peace of mind. So, just control your temper so that dili ka makakos og mudako ang argument, and also dili maguba ang relationship nimo towards sa imong friendship, sa imong friends, sa imong teachers, or even sa imong girlfriend or boyfriend. So that's all for our group, ma'am. Thank you.